A little story that happened to me last year. If you ever visit Tennessee and you make your way up to Cades Cove, there's an area up there called the Loop, 12-mile loop. And in this area, about halfway through, there is a cabin up there called Becky's Cabin. So yeah, it's up there where the bathrooms are. So if you make your way through there, we went into this cabin, and as soon as you walked into the cabin, you got like this little sense of urgency, like you shouldn't be there, which I thought was kind of weird. So me and my wife, we walked back outside, and then we walked back in, because I was like, man, I got to feel that for a second time, because I thought it was kind of weird. So we walked back in the second time, and on the second time, you felt the same thing, like you wasn't being allowed in the house. So we thought that was really weird. So we took like a ton of pictures of this place, man, like 100 million pictures. So yeah, we took like a lot of pictures of this place, probably at least 10 or 15. Me and my wife took a lot of pictures of this place, all around this whole house and everything. So on the ride back home, we were thinking, all right, so thought that was kind of weird that we kind of felt that way, and we were just talking about how kind of creepy the place was a little bit. And so later that night, we ended up having the same dream. Now this dream was like so vivid that I could smell like the cabin in it. And it was just a very like crazy dream, man. Like it was like ridiculously real. So in the dream, I had walked in the cabin. There's two entrances, one to the left, one to the right. And I walked in the cabin, one to the left, and I took a left right there, and I stayed right there in the corner. Well, this is all in my dream. So right after that, my wife ended up walking in, and I was there watching her in my dream, which was extremely strange. But so the next day we woke up, and she was like, man, I had this crazy dream. She's trying to tell me about it, and I stopped her. I ended up telling her her dream before she could tell me about it. And she, like, it kind of blew her mind. She was like, how'd you know that? And I was like, because I was watching you all night in the dream, which was strange. So we were like, we went through our phones, because we were like, man, maybe it had something to do with that cabin, obviously. And we were went through all the pictures, and we were trying to find anything weird in the pictures. Well, here's the weird part, is like all the pictures that we took, all the pictures got deleted off my phone and her phone. The only pictures we have, I have a picture of the front of the cabin, she has a picture of the back of the cabin. So who deleted the pictures? Very weird. Anyways, cool little story happened to us last year, kind of one of the stranger things that ever happened. So give your comments, I guess, in the comment section. Maybe something you think I ought to do, or maybe something you suggest I ought to do, you know what I mean? I really don't want to go back to that place, but maybe I ought to, you know, who knows. Anyways, y'all stay greasy.